All right, what's good? Another video under trade breakdown. This is how I made $8,000 or $9,000 across two funded accounts. This was with Breakthrough Capital and Titan Capital Markets. And let me showcase you guys a trade. So essentially, I had this supplier, right? Actually, I had the supply market like this. This is what I wanted to trade towards on EU. Now, if you look, by the way, this is EURUSD. We can see during Asia session, I was not really particularly interested to trade because I was actually trading gold, and gold did pass me my funded accounts for Top Step, right? So essentially, we had this demand left behind, which is like the demand that broke the supply, which is a nice demand. We can see that we had liquidity aligned here. After that, the liquidity did get taken out. What does price do? Price comes into the demand, shows internal bullishness, right? Shows internal bullishness, gives breaks of structure, forms liquidity. What does it do? It comes back into the demand, gives a fake bounce, right? Which is around 10 pips. Then it sweeps this low. It sweeps the Asian low as well, and from there on it goes on and just flies upwards, right? So essentially here would have been a valid loss if you did take the trade. I did not take the trade because I was sleeping, so yeah, that was actually kind of lucky for me. So then EU was just running up, running up, running up, right? And then we saw that Euro USD was did a break of structure here. This is a break of structure because we had this push, we had the push down, and we had the push up again. But obviously you can see that we left liquidity still on these highs, and I knew that we were gonna go to 104,700. That was my target. Actually, this was my target, but like initially I was like 104,700, just a nice number. And then what does price do, right? So I was just trying to find continuations, but looking at it here, it would be too obvious, right? You have a break of structure here, you have a fake break of structure here, so you have liquidity marked up here. So what does price action do? It'll show you like, okay, look, we have a demand here, let's buy from here, right? That's what the smart money concept trade is, like any concept trader. So buys from here, whatever, from buys from here, buys from here, maybe even buys from here on that push. But essentially, what did price do? It take out all of this, which is what it's supposed to do. And then it came into the demand, beautifully came into the demand. I actually took this trade because I needed to go somewhere. So I took the trade on I just entered the market and I put stop loss below the demand. But if you took the trade, yeah, and you want to take it correctly, probably could have taken after this high broke. And then there was a retest, which was pretty quick. But either way, like let's say worst case you take the trade here with the stop loss here, it would have been a little bit of better RR, but that's completely fine. Either way, you can see from here that price, pushed up, came a little bit down, pushed up again, came a little bit down, pushed the absolute few with CPI. So that was a nice trade. How I made $8,000 or $9,000, I don't know exactly, but on 200 accounts. So that's very nice, and I can actually request the payouts very soon. So yeah, that's a very nice trade. Absolutely flew, but I didn't expect CPI to be bullish. I can't lie. So I was already like I traded my stop loss here before CPI came out. So like it was like quarter of an hour I was risking. Worst case I got stopped out 1 hour, but because I'm like that, we just hit TP. So that was a trade breakdown on EURUSD. How I made $9,000.